Well, there it is. Hello there. Welcome to a Warcraft 3-4 vs 4 random team game. Definitely is going to be our map, and we are going to be playing as the Pink Night Elf, which is always a sexy, awesome thing. So, as the Pink Night Elf, what are we trying to do? Well, it's going to be a lot of air, which is good for a map like this because it's quite hard to traverse the situation, the terrain, and that's a difficult creep count to do with just like one archer and that, so I might need to build into multiple archers there. But I like to use my Night Elf in balance, particularly on this map, such as the Ancients of War. They're really good for creeping. It's not exactly part of the strategy, but since we're on this map, I think we can make an exception. And definitely get that tech with... get the expansion into the tech, into the tier 3, allowing mass shims, hopefully. So, with that, all that being said and done, I can now let you know what the strategy is properly. I'm just trying to think of what else I'm trying to do to protect myself here. One wisp onto that, and then the rest of the wisps over here. Okay, we should be good. Right then, so let's have a look, shall we? Michael McDonald himself, well, I'll tell you what he says. He says, I've got a strat for you here. AiroNamics is what he says. And he says, go Night Elf, pick Priestess of the Moon first, then any hero. Owl Scout. I'm not going Owl Scout first, though. A couple of archers to help you creep. And that reminds me, I want to get myself a Moonwell. I'm probably... yeah, one Moonwell here when it's available, which Wisp's going to allow me to do it. Come on, come on, come on. It's going to be you. You're the one. Build the Moonwell. Quick, there we go. More lumber is required. Alright, so Priest of the Moon's going to be on our way out over here. I might need to concentrate before I can even really tell you the strategy. But basically, it's archers, it's air. Let's have a look if we can continue finishing that. I'll just have to say it quickly. Right, here we go. A couple of archers to help creep, then air units only. Make sure to transfer those early archers to their mounts, but otherwise shims, hippo riders, and fairy dragons. Good luck and have fun. Natural causes. Okay, thank you very much there for strategy idea. We're going to do that. We're going to get a bunch of archers. We're going to do some early creeping. We're going to take towards mass air, but at the same time trying to get an expansion as well so I can afford it all. Right then, let's get going, shall we? Got a bunch of wisps here for healing. We're going to start off this creep camp here. That allows mercs, actually, so I might not actually have to buy any more archers. Okay, get you into the fray. Get a couple of wisps on the repair there. Oh yeah, that looks good. More wisps, definitely more wisps. Yeah, this is solid creeping. You can get away with this. I could put more Ancients of War down across the map for future creeping, but not really necessary. Plus it's going to take up a huge chunk of wood. As long as I get a decent chunk of XP from this, which I will do. Of course, I'll tap plus 9. Very nice. We can take you wisps off now, and you can tank the rest of this, kind of. He can actually make a path whilst my range units are doing this towards the mine. Now we get the Owl Scout. I'm going to keep the Owl Scout by me, actually, if anything, just to make sure that I'm not getting ganked. I'm going to get the tech, actually, so I can get that underway. Don't know if I can get... oh, I can get a merc. Awesome. Right, we're going to speed this guy's tree chopping abilities. If you right-click onto the next tree, as soon as he chops a tree, he goes straight towards it. So that speeds up the process, like, massively.
We are poised to strike. I am vigilant. We are poised to strike.
You want to try to get into position and do some damage there. Otherwise, come around that way and do some damage. That'd be great. Whichever way you want to throw this is great. Either way, thank you very much for your efforts.
Strike. We are poised to strike.
I had to take the threat off the Ancient of War there just so I didn't lose him.
We are poised to strike. I am vigilant. We can't build. We must act. Trust in my command.
Not too worried about him getting the last hit there. One player's left the game. That's not good news for me after all that hard work and effort I just put into that. We can sit you down, bring a wisp over here, and go towards more creeping. Purple hasn't done anything yet. I've done all of that and purple ain't done nothing yet. We're going to use mercs here a little bit and then go into that tech. Because the tech's pretty early. I managed to get the tech off really early. I'm quite happy with that. Alright, I don't think I'm going to get ganked here. So we're going to send off the Owl Scout to see what they're doing.
Waiting on you.
Poor Archer. Never stood a chance. Because I wasn't paying attention to you. Right then, let's get hunters all. Potion of Greater Mana, an interesting item on Priestess of the Moon. Maybe if I get level 6. Could be going that way, to be honest.
We must act.
I don't know if I want to build more archers. It could just be straight into... Because the tech's going quite successfully. Probably a couple more wisps. Just to cover my back. Okay. Oh, they've actually got a decent chunk of units. If they attack, we're in a bit of trouble. So I might want some units, but I've still got the mercs to enjoy.
Trust in my command. As I thought. We must act.
The snare is always awesome. Loving your contribution. There's another trapper potentially.
Trust in my command.
Stay cool.
We must act.
Kill for
We are poised to strike.
A lot of gold here potentially.
Trust in my command.
Tree should be up soon so I can get more wisps from that. Heal is needed. I'll take that heal. What the fuck? Right. I am gonna kill your entire base with shims later on for that one move. I saw that. I knew that happened. So bear that in mind. Your entire base, if this game goes well, is going to be absolutely gibbed by shims later on. I'm going to make him think that he can get away with that. And then later on, I'm just going to completely and utterly obliterate his base. Purely for that one move.
I am vigilant.
Probably wants to get the shredder. I know I want to get the shredder.
Trust in my command. We must act. We are poised to strike. We must act. Trust in my command. Your building is complete. Onward.
There's a chance he thought it was a hostile mob, but the fact that he had to attack it properly
I am vigilant.
makes that a bit more questionable, rather than sort of right click it.
We must act. Trust in my command. We must
I
act.
don't know if I can risk doing another creep camp.
Leading the way.
I almost need to just get a better creep jack, if anything. Oh, that orc is asking for it.
Trust in my command. Our warriors have engaged
got
the
caught.
enemy.
Huntresses are not the easiest thing to fight, but I might be able to kill one.
I am vigilant. The goddess agrees. We must act.
We can kind of cut him around a corner. I might be able to get another huntress in a second.
Trust in my command.
Stay cool.
On your mark. We must act. Right the way.
And then town portal out, I guess.
Onward. Upgrade finished. I am vigilant. Leading the way. Onward. We must act. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. We can't build. I am vigilant. Trust in my command.
What's your
The goddess agrees.
He takes a blade master, does he, or something? I see a blade master.
Trust in my command. Onward.
What's your
Okay, so I'm going to get a few hippos just as protection. I haven't got any archers left, so I don't need to worry about converting them into hippo riders.
We are poised to strike. We must act. We are
I've got
poised
my
to
owl
strike.
scout on him. I see ya, fella. Are you taking? You haven't taken expansion, so what are you standing there for?
What's your
The goddess agrees. Trust in my command.
Looks like air, as you might expect from an orc. If I can get the shims out quicker than he can get the bats and upgrade armor as well, then his bats are going to be very costly to try and take down my shims.
We must act. I am
Orc. Possibly going Tauren. I don't know what he's doing.
Must act.
Is that the one that left? Yeah. That would explain that.
Your building is complete.
Hippos are just kind of there as the purpose of not allowing my base to die straight away. Don't think they've got anything that's going to be able to kill it, but I don't really need the hippos with me.
What's you
Trust in my command. We are poised to strike.
Then into Wellspring,
Vigilant.
and then into more Moon Wells, I think.
We are poised to strike.
No oh no, there is an expansion
We must
there. We
act.
can make a move.
stay cool?
No expansions on the top side. Although, having said that, I was about to make a move. We can see that army coming down. The Owl Scout's giving quite a lot of information. Map hack power.
Onward.
Bring it on.
So strong. You can see the huge advantages the map hack just from a few glimpses of what Owl Scout can give you. That vision just tells you everything you need to know.
I am vigilant.
I bet the bats are starting to build.
We are poised to strike. Trust in my command. Your building is
More into upgrade armor.
I am vigilant.
Do we want to antagonize him?
We must act. We are poised to strike. We must act.
Yikes. Although he's not going bats, he's going Wyverns actually.
Trust in my command.
They got quite a lot, but your base is fairly well
Research
protected.
industries.
I got a bunch of hippos, I'll get ready to use those in a second. My shims, maybe not so much just yet. I kind of want them as a surprise.
We must act
Kinder surprise.
as I thought.
Let's get the scout out.
We are poised
They'll
to
be
strike.
assessing their situation. I'm going to go into the shims soon.
Research act.
Oh, they teleported out. Oh my god! What's with the mass headhunters? There's no tier 3. That is a lot. You don't see that often, do you? Alright, into shims now. Into imbalance. So many freaking headhunters. Although they're getting pretty flanked there, so they might want to consider getting out.
An allied champion.
Although one of them just lost their hero, so there's a good chance that he's not actually going to get any of those units out. I don't know what's going on there, but that is basically feeding like mad. So that is going to make the game a bit more difficult. Given all of that experience, killing basically nothing by the looks of it.
We must act. We are poised to strike. Trust in my command. Research finished.
Just got to go into shim power here. Still focusing on armor.
Poised to strike. Prepare to be moonstruck.
What's you
Trust in my command. We must act.
What's you
Strike. Trust in my command.
Can't ensnare heroes, unfortunately.
We are poised to strike.
So
Onward.
want this guy dead. And she's going to die because of the folly.
Your building is
Oh well, maybe my undead ally gets some experience in a second. That'll do. Oh no, Demon Hunter on my case.
cool?
Now, yeah, you got it back. Hello.
Go.
More Wyverns.
Bring it on. Stay cool.
Shame I'm not going to get any experience for this. Ah, they're not chasing. Huh.
Bring it on. Every day.
Gonna get ready to go heavier into shims. I mean, the shims can just obliterate the orcs and then get out, sort of thing. That's kind of what I'm waiting. Get him by surprise. Go. Priest of the Moon gonna take a while to come back though, so that's the unfortunate thing. But I can still do the siege tactics. Not too likely to. Although, I could kill a bunch of peons and that'll build up the Priest of the Moon levels, so I kind of want to wait until she gets back. She'll be about another 40 seconds at most, I think.
What's you
The upgrades are nice, so even if bats do decide to plow into them, they got max protection in that regard. That early expansion is really, really important if you're going to go into shims. She might be out roughly by the time the next lot of shims come out, which isn't too bad actually. I kind of want her to come out, get scrolls and whatever else she needs. I think she's got max items anyway, thinking about it, so she might not need to. Come on, Priesty. Shame I can't get invisibility with her. We don't have a human ally, and we don't have shops for invisibility potion. We have got Scout though. Right, I'm moving my way towards Teal, and then I can also attack up there. If my allies attack up there as well at the same time, we can kind of get a double attack and they won't be expecting it, hopefully. There's so many shims. Right, they are camping here, I can see. I think. He hasn't got the upgrade yet. Oh no, it's only 2. Right, let's move in with the shims. I could go for the main base. I actually got the upgrade, which doesn't make me do much damage to the orc base, just thinking about it, so it's not really a huge issue. I get the main down, so I've got basically the whole base to myself. And then a bunch of peons.
Trust in my command.
Power of shims is strong. Level 5 Priestess of the Moon in a moment.
We are poised to strike. We must act.
She's got maximum true shot aura as well, so these shims are going to be packing even more of a punch. They're all too busy defending up here. I think my allies have got super flanked again. They seem to be taking the big bear the brunt, which is kind of them to do. Teal's going to be basically out of the game. Oh, is that a Tauren? See how that one works out. Oh, I want some more fun with these shims first before you all leave. I'm not even going to kill the town hall. I'm going to hope that they TP to it.
I am vigilant.
Okay. Now what we do is we scout out where they are.
We are poised to strike. Trust in my command.
And do a nice little combination of Mass Chimera and Priestess of the Moon Starfall, because you can't miss out on that. Like, if you get the opportunity to use Starfall, even if the game is over, you look for it. You look for where all their units are located, and you go. You go. That's a bunch of fiends. Oh, that's so good. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be the masterpiece.
Trust in my command. We are poised to strike. Our goal line is running low. Research finished.
You know, there's one thing I did forget to do, and that was trash red space, but I kind of didn't want to do that until I had some more fun with my shims. So now we trash the base. You might not be here to see it, but it's happening. Well, there it is. Harsh, I would say. They had that lever, which really hurt them, obviously. But then my allies at the top kind of did this suicide mission, which kind of gave them a chance to get back into the game there. But the fact that I could get away with massing up shims like I did there wasn't, and they didn't have a really appropriate counter, meant that that game was over. Very harshly over. GG. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you later.